Hi, second grade. Today we are going to be working with subtraction number stories, and we are going to be using dollars and cents. And right now I need you to make sure that you have your math journal in front of you and open up to page 264. You are going to see the art supply poster, and that is what you are going to be using to complete your work today. So I want you to take a moment to look through that art supply list, and I want you to notice what items are on that supply list, and I want you to see what each of those items cost. So I see that there is watercolor paint, and then it says it's $3.41. I also see a rolling pin, and the price is right there. I see glue, modeling clay, paintbrush, pipe cleaners, construction paper, scissors, and color markers. And notice that each of those items has the price right next to it. Some of them cost as little as 76 cents, while others are a little more expensive and they cost up to $3.41. So the prices are going to vary a little bit. So let's jump right into a number story, okay? Let's pretend that you just have $1 bill and you are going to go to the art supply store and you want to buy something with that dollar bill that you have. So you look through the items and you notice, well, I can only buy things that are less than $1 bill. So right now I want you to look and see what items are less than $1 bill. I see the glue is only 84 cents. I see that the construction paper is only 65 cents. And I see that the pipe cleaners are only 76 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to buy some pipe cleaners. And I have $1 bill and the pipe cleaners cost 76 cents. So do I have enough money to buy the pipe cleaners? Yes, I do. I have enough money. Now when I go to pay for my pipe cleaners, I hand the cashier the dollar, and she is going to have to give me back some change. So how do I find that out? Now remember, when you are writing a number story, something super duper important that you always add at the end of your number story is a question. So for this problem that I have just posed for you, this is what my number story would sound like. I have $1 bill and I want to buy pipe cleaners for 76 cents. Here goes the question. How much change should I get back? When we are talking about making change or getting money back, then I immediately know, oh, I am going to be subtracting. A strategy that we learned to use at school for subtracting, especially when it comes to subtracting money, was that you can count up. So we could start at 76 cents and we can count up to $1. We also know that $1 is 100 cents. So we would count up from 76 all the way up to 100. Now for counting up to 100, you can sit there and count by ones if you would like. 77, 78, 79, but that would take a really long time. So let me give you a different strategy that you could use. Now I know that 80 is super close to 76. How close is it? Let's see. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Okay, so it's only 4 jumps away. I am going to keep this number in my brain, or I'm going to write it down somewhere to remember it for later. So 4. Now that I'm at 80, it is super easy for me to count up from 80 all the way to 100 because I could count by tens. That is something that I know how to do well. So if we're starting at 80, I want you to help me count up by tens until we get to 100. Let's see how many times we would do that. So 80, 90, 100. So we counted up by tens 2 times. And what does that mean if I've got 2 tens? That also means 20. So I know that from 80 to 100, there are 20 jumps. Now I can't forget that 4 that I wrote down before, right? So what is 20 plus 4 more? The answer would be 24. So if I am at 76, remember that's the number we started with, if I'm at 76 and I want to get up to 100, there would be 24 jumps. Remember that our numbers story was talking about money and making change or getting change back. So remember that the pipe cleaners cost 76 cents at the art supply store. But I paid with $1, which is more than 76 cents. So the cashier needs to return some change. She needs to give me money back. So from 76 cents all the way up to $1, there are 24 cents. So $1 minus 76 cents would be 24 cents. Now, the way that we figured that out was by counting up. Let's use our same strategy of counting up, but with larger dollar amounts. So let's look at this problem right behind me. John had $5 in his pocket. He wanted to buy a set of markers for $1.37. How much change did he get back? I know that when we are talking about making change or getting change back, that means that we are subtracting. Now I see that the markers cost $1.37, but John had $5. So of course he was going to get change back, and he's going to get quite a bit of change back. So how can we use our counting up strategy to figure out this problem? It would be so much easier to count up if I had a whole number. For example, if I had $2, then I could easily count up to $5. But since I have $1.37, I need to figure out how to make it easier for me to count up. So I know that $1.37 is pretty close to $1.40. So $1.40. How close is it? How many jumps did I have to move up to get to $1.40? Let's see. $1.37, $1.38, $1.39, $1.40. So only 3 more cents. I'm going to write that over here so that I don't forget it because I need to add it on later. 3 cents. Now I am at $1.40. $1.40 definitely makes it a little bit easier for me to count up all the way to $5, which is how much John had at first, but it's still not great. So how can I try and make $1.40 into a whole number? I want to try and figure out first if I can get it up to $2, because if I get to $2, then it is super easy for me to count up from there. So if I am at 140 cents or $1.40, I could count up by tens. So let's see, $1.40, $1.50, $1.60, $1.70, $1.80, $1.90, 200 or $2. So I counted up by tens 6 times. If I counted up by tens 6 times, that means that I've got 60. I counted up 60 places. So I'm going to write a 60 over here with the 3 so I don't forget. 60 cents. Okay, so scratch this. Now I am at $2. Now that I am at $2, it is so much easier to count up to 5. So I am going to count by 100s or by dollar bills. So let's see, $2, $3, $4, $5. Okay, so how many times did I have to count up? Just 3. So remember, we were talking about dollars now, not cents. I'm going to write that here so I don't forget. And I wrote a dollar bill in front so that I know this time we were talking about dollars. So those numbers I had written on this side so that I wouldn't forget, I actually wrote them out now in their dollar and cent notation. So we had said that we had $3, and we also said that we had 60 cents, and we also had 3 cents. So what is $3 plus 60 cents? That would be $3.60. I'm going to write it up here. And now, what is $3.60 plus 3 cents? $3.60 plus 3 more cents would just be $3.63. So that answers our question. That is how much change John should get back. We started at $1.37 and we slowly counted up all the way to $5. Okay, second grade, now it is your turn to subtract dollars and cents. On page 266, I want you to work on some of those problems, and you are going to need to use the art supply list from page 264.